Hello, hello! Welcome to the front, me commandos. I'm Nico the Iron Elf, the war elf forged in the fires of battle. Today we are going to be doing some Armchair General. Hello, everybody! Hello, hello! Hey, John! Hello, Benman! Hello, Urka! And Kevin! Hey, everybody! Ah, why throw? I just got here! Jiggy! And Vesner! Hey, Vesner! So, we all know why we're here, but before we get to the main event, we have a couple of little appetizers. So check this out. So I know we are bombing Iran. Yeah, we'll get to that, but we have an appetizer first. So, as you know, there's been a project going on about the mini nuke reactors. And look at, they have a new little agreement where they're going to, Korea is going to be involved in it. Look. So they did it in Turkey, and Rubio did this. Japan, I missed that. I didn't know Japan was involved in it. And they signed a memorandum of cooperation for the cooperating on small modular reactor deployments in other countries. So it's like, whoa, we're gonna have mini nuclear reactors to power our bases. It's so cool, right? That's crazy. To encourage, the MOC outlines opportunities for our 3 countries which have complementary advantages in the civil nuclear field to encourage mutually beneficial cooperation among their respective nuclear industries. Wow, thank you for the head pats, Jiggy. Look, it's so cool, right? And I'm pretty sure this is the one that they fit on the C-17. So it's like, whoa. And then, look, these are the companies that are involved. Hitachi, Samsung. Samsung's in everything in Korea. So, of course they're going to be involved. SG&E. And, yeah, that's the reactor name. BWRX 300 SMR. Hey, Maki, welcome to the front. Alright, just a little appetizer. Ah, my hat! Why, John? But let's get to the main event. It's not on this map, but the port right here is getting bombed. Right now. There's a few videos of it, and we're going to be joined by Chiggy, so I'm going to join the live booth. There we go. Check it out. We also have the update for today, which isn't going to include the new stuff right now, but it'll be a nice little warm-up as to what has been happening, you know? Like, oh, what led up to these strikes. So, they've been trying to stop the Western... the West was trying to get Iran to stop, and Iran countered the counter to use the strait as a wedge. Because what was happening was they weren't tolling it, but they were establishing that they're like, hey, we're in charge of the strait. And then, I don't think it's going to be in here, but they blew up 2 ships in the strait. Hey, Weepix. Hey, Weepix. Hello, hello. And they're also trying to interfere with... They're just trying to establish control over the strait, which led to these strikes. And they blew up a couple ships. Yeah. See right here. They launched a drone at a tanker. They launched them because they didn't use the Iranian improved transit route. So they blew up the tanker. And
they've been using Oman's transit route. They didn't like that.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, how dare you? See, they use this one that they don't like. And they say, you must use this one or we shoot at you. And it seems the situation has escalated somewhat.
Oh no, they're gonna keep touching boats. I guess we're gonna keep bombing them. I don't understand their fucking end game for this, besides collapsing the economy on themselves.
See, that's what most people are like, oh, it's not materialistically beneficial to Iran. And it's like, well, they're not materialists. They're a theocracy. No. Like, what did you expect?
They don't care if they die burning, as long as everyone else dies with them.
Yeah. They have not learned from touching cargo ships. Nope, nope. And they're not gonna. Ah! Why throw? But let me find those videos. I got a couple videos that are somewhere around here. Here's one. Let me bring that up. So this is at the Shahid Haqqani port, which is the one we just talked about right here. Where is it? I can't find it right now. I just was looking at it, and now I don't know where it is. Oh well, let me bring that up. I haven't exactly kept super up to date because I got distracted by 4th of July and the soccer games. Really fun, by the way. That's the wrong one. US Air Force also hit Bandar Abbas? Yeah, exactly. Here we go. Can you hear it? There we go. That's the Shahid port? Exactly. Right, right. So there's that one. You can see the smoke. And then I have another one somewhere around here. Here it is. There we go. Punishment not proportional. Yep. I have a few statements that I have saved too that we can go over.
خیلی وحشتناک بود.
Xandro, welcome to the front.
I really don't know what they were expecting.
I mean, they wanted war. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it.
That's it. It's just, we're going to fight you. You know, that's been a strategy that's surprisingly worked for as long as it has in different areas, where they go, we don't want to fight, as they're like fighting you. And they're like, don't fight back. We don't want to fight. And
They
it's like,
cry out as they strike you.
How does that work so often? Honestly. They're like, no, we don't want to fight. And you see them like getting a rock ready to throw at you. Like, huh? Huh? Just fight them.
Was upon the extermination of the kafir. Meanwhile, holds child. No, don't do this to us. We're innocent.
Yeah.
Many such cases.
And then
I mean, we saw it on the feeds, Nico, and
yeah,
we saw it all fucking day long.
Yep.
Where it's always, oh, we are just peaceful people. Why they fucking plant the IED that's gonna kill your buddy?
Yeah. Look at this. A source close to Iran's top negotiator says the MOU is dead after the U.S. revoked the sanctions waiver. So, oh yeah, I forgot to mention that too. After the oil tankers got hit, the USA said, okay, you are not allowed to sell oil anymore. War Snipes! Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Thank you. The tier 1 for 5 months. War. Yeah. Wartime. Hey all. Hello, Tim. Hello, War Snipes. Hello, Error. Elf, we're gonna fight, but you can't fight back. Yeah, that's mean if you fight back. That's not allowed. No, you wouldn't fight back, right?
Absolutely, I would.
It's against the rules. Wow, Chiggy, thank you for the prime sub. 7 months. Appreciate it. Thank you.
It wouldn't let me use the warfish, so there you go.
Yeah, the warfish. I love the warfish. And then, oh wait, where's the other video I had? Here it is. Ah, right.
Vay. Vay.
I mean, even if you look at these guys from an analyst perspective, it's just so chaotic that they just say we're going
Yeah.
to strike and we're going to show you who's boss. And then they get
Mhm.
bombed to a fucking oblivion, and so they go back into the holes and they're like, that didn't work out. Let's call for peace. And then someone
Yep.
says something and like, oh, you're gonna look weak to the Americans or to the rest of the country if you do this. And they're like, I'm
Yeah.
not weak. I'm gonna strike the Americans again. And fucking rinse and repeat ad nauseum. I know I said
Yeah,
this
and
earlier, and maybe I shouldn't say it here too much, but next time they have a rally, I mean, that's a lot of leadership at a rally.
And the thing is, like, it's so uncoordinated on their end. They have a general idea of what they want to do, but like, they can't actually fight. You know, it's by design too. They can't actually fight. They can do stuff, but like, an
But
actual coordinated
it
effort
also
is,
implies the effort is for like holding off a ground invasion through the mountains.
yeah.
That's where it would be effective.
Mm-hmm. And then there's another statement somewhere I'm trying to find. I had it here somewhere. Dang it, I can't find it. There is a U.S. statement about the strikes. It's like 5 times bigger or something.
I'll find it.
Okay. Yeah, they targeted air defense sites, surface-to-air missiles, coastal surveillance systems, drone launch sites, port facilities, anti-ship cruise missile installations. And yeah, it says they were scaled up 4 or 5 times in relation to the past U.S. responses to Iranian Memorandum of Understanding violations.
Oh, hold on. I didn't know this. What the fuck? Okay, this is directly from the Department of War, one of the allowed press individuals in the Pentagon.
Ooh.
So, quoting Secretary Hegseth, Central Command will be very busy tonight because President Trump said we will be hitting Iran hard, and we will be. Iran has a chance to make a good. Iran has a chance to make a good deal, a great deal to codify what they said they've been willing to do, and they haven't been willing to do it. Earlier, Trump said the U.S. has been trying to make a deal with Iran, while Iran has gone through the motions of an agreement, has yet to actually commit with both words and deeds. I've been working with Iran for a number of months, and they should sign the deal, Trump said at the White House. It's a good deal. It doesn't give them a right to a nuclear weapon. In fact, totally prohibits them from ever having a nuclear weapon.
Yeah.
But this is the part I didn't know. On June 8th, Iran struck and brought down a U.S. AH-64 Apache near Oman. The crew from the aircraft has been safely returned, but the U.S. struck back yesterday and will again, the president said. I didn't know they brought down a fucking Apache.
Yeah, I heard about that, but I thought that was a while. Like, yeah, I don't know if I mentioned
last
it,
month
so I was
apparently.
like, yeah, like they got. I thought, was it the same Apache that they used the drones to rescue the pilots? Because
I believe
that
so.
was
Yeah.
a pretty cool op. Yeah, that was a really cool op. The Iranian president's plane is now airborne back to Iran. Ooh.
Will he make it back alive? Honestly, they fucking should. They should make him a fucking example.
No, we wouldn't do that. We wouldn't. That's America.
Oh yeah,
We're
we
too
should.
nice.
We should.
We have a buddy though. We have a buddy though.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Drink water. Thanks, Sanguine.
A very mischievous individual. We wouldn't. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. Have you seen the yak taking out drones in Ukraine? I have. It surprisingly
There's been a few of
works
those now.
decently. Yeah.
Oh, Elf, hold on. Let me get you that video.
Yeah.
It was the video of the Ukrainian. Actually, no, I don't know if we should show it. He's injured, but he's not dead. He lived, but he was injured.
Okay.
What do you think?
It should be okay, right? Yeah.
So for those who don't know what I'm talking about, you'll see it right here. It was a injured Ukrainian soldier getting extracted from the battlefield via UGV, which is the drones
Yeah.
on treads, right?
Oh. Mm-hmm.
And
By the
and
way, we have something for the Nothing Ever Happens people.
ooh,
Here we go. Just fill this out for me real quick. Thank you. All right.
where's it at?
You got some paperwork to do? Right thing happened. You're true.
I am trying to find the video right now. It's buried deep.
All right, let's get that video up. What did you miss? War. We're starting back up. Hey, ASG,
The
welcome to
war
the front.
continues.
Yeah. Wow, 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 wow. You mean the incredibly short version? Iran touched a boat. America got mad.
That's pretty much it.
Yep.
I don't have the
No,
video
touchy
saved.
the boats. Exactly. They're not even our boats. We're just like, don't do it. As Nothing Ever Happens person, I am deeply ashamed. It's okay. It's okay, Orca. Oh, let me bring up my map while we wait.
I gotta go through the fucking phone real quick.
Me too.
Ooh, puppy.
So they're probably activated by now. And latest. Let's see. Iran is all hat and no cattle. Okay. I mean, they have like one cow. I wouldn't say no cattle, but yeah, it's pretty close. USA lost the ball sport game, so now we need to go bomb something. Yeah. We're like, grr. Iran's like, no, not again.
Here you go. I got it for you.
You thought the
You just have to
ceasefire was going
listen
to
to
be the
the.
end of it for a while? It's
You just
the
have to
Middle
listen to
East.
the
It's
awful
always
music
going.
they put on it.
Oh, yeah, I hate when they do that. Okay. Is safe?
Yes, he's injured, but he lived.
Okay. Let me bring that up.
So I believe he was already injured from a previous FPV drone strike by Russia. The UGV came to extract him. Another Russian FPV drone that hit the UGV didn't kill him, but disabled the vehicle. And then a third Russian FPV drone came in to try to finish him. And then the Ukrainian FPV drone came in and intercepted the drone mid-flight.
Is he okay? I guess he said he made it.
He lived, yeah. Which
That's insane. That's
multiple
some
fucking layers of
timing.
nuts.
Also, Howland is much more of a caveman than you expected. Yeah, they keep comparing him to Majin Buu. Have you seen those memes? Let me Google it. Howland.
So
Boo.
drone dogfights have happened already. The Ukrainians strapped a shotgun to one of their larger drones, and it was flying around shooting down Russian drones. So yeah, drone dogfights have already been happening.
Yeah, look, this is the main one they keep using. Here, I'll bring it up for you guys. There we go. Okay, I got it. Look. That's the Holland guy, right? Hey, Don. Welcome to the front. Oh,
Yeah, that's it.
shucks, man-made horrors within comprehension. True. And then they like overlapped it, and it's the same. No, I can't unsee it. True. Mm-hmm.
Fucking real. Someone made the where he's on Kami's lookout and he's squatting in front of the hourglass and it just has the multiple countries that are left kind of like dwindling down until the next round where he plays against them.
Hmm. People on Twitter are like asking where Yemen help is for Iran, like the anti-USA people. It's like, bruh. Honestly, this was a pretty limited strike, right? So what's next for Iran is they're gonna attack the Gulf states again. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, they're gonna start bombing indiscriminately again. They're gonna hit any ships that drive by again, and we're just gonna keep
Yeah.
bombing them until they're like, "Oh, well, we are a peaceful people. We're gonna agree to another ceasefire. We're gonna agree to a ceasefire because we're giving them again the benefit of the doubt. They're gonna sign the papers, and then within a week, yet again, they're going to fucking hit more boats."
Yep. You know what? Let me bring up the cool map. Okay, this is my favorite map recently.
I'm saying we have a lot of Moabs on the shelf that are running out of their shelf life. There's a lot of Moabs that need to be used by the end of their shelf life. We can just rearrange their mountain ranges. That's all I'm saying. It's not nuclear. It's
True.
perfectly fine.
Hello, hello, Melon. 안녕하세요. Welcome to the front. That's a YouTube friend, everybody.
Hi, Melon.
For me, you've seen the Miku variants, like Brazil Miku. Yep. Miku keeps changing hands. How do I filter this to the recent data? I don't know how to do that. Whether my fleets... maybe over here? No! Oh well. Look at though. All sorts of boats going in right now. Look at where they're clustering. They want to hang out right here. That's their favorite spot. And then there's a couple boats over here that are complying with the Iranian stuff. Like, look at though. Not very many actually like to do that compared to people who are like, well, you know what? We'll just hang out over here. It's almost like Iran is unreliable as a trade partner, person to be dealing with. Juliet Alpha kicking it out of the back of a C-130 works? True. The B-2 is the only practical way to deliver the Moabs. I'm not sure. They do move in herds.
I mean,
exactly.
the fucking the F-15EX can carry one.
Hey, Mimic. Welcome to the front. Oh, yeah. That one's, I like that one. The missile brick.
Sexy
so
goal. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're hitting the port here. And then I think it's just limited strikes over here. I don't really know where else they're hitting. If it does escalate, they're gonna... I don't know what they're gonna do.
Like I said, we just need to rearrange that entire mountain range
Next
with Moabs that need to be used.
Exactly.
They physically need to be used. They have a shelf life. It's coming near for a lot of them. All you got to do is pinpoint the entrance and just keep dropping them right there to, they get sucked out like a vacuum.
You've got some Googling to do? Yep. Me too. Look, though, this sea is fine. You don't need to worry about this sea, but USA could just set up their blockade right here and wait. Like, that's all it would take to cripple Iran. That's literally it. It's so easy.
I think the biggest fear they have right now is the pipeline in Oman that they're trying to finish.
Yeah.
That is Iran's biggest fear because that basically takes the Strait out of concern, and they're going to retaliate for that too as soon as it's built.
All I'm hearing is keep slamming the hole. Yeah.
Basically, that's what I plan to do.
Can gas price? True. What if they just built a pipeline that went this way? I mean, it would be
Which way?
actually this way.
That went across the entire Saudi peninsula.
Yeah.
Nico, that would be fucking insane.
That would be awesome. Yeah.
That'd be a mega project that the Germans would fucking look down upon. Be like, yeah, we could have done that, maybe.
It would be so cool, though.
ASG, it's more of the fact the pipeline can bypass the Gulf and fill refineries and fuel tanks down there for further refueling. It's basically a stopgap for a transit rather than crossing the entire Gulf.
I do not have a terrain map. No. There's like mountains right here somewhere, I think, right? Is this mountains? I think there's somewhere around here. I don't know, but you could build around it. True, but it's not really viable for long-term oil transfer. Aww. That would have been kind of helpful. Alright, let me see if there's any more stuff going on.
As far as conflict? Oh, I got one for you, everybody. The Africa Corps arm of Wagner is currently getting the shit beat out of them in Africa right now.
Yeah, I did hear about that. I forgot.
They are getting fucking giga stomped right now.
Yep. Yeah, I saw the battle damage assessment from that ambush. A bunch of bad guys ambushed Wagner. And then, I think it was, I'm pretty sure it's bad guys, even though they're fighting Wagner. But, they eliminated 10 vehicles and a helicopter. And it's
they lost the Hind.
Moly. Yep. There's not Wagner Group, it's just the Africa Corps now. Yeah, but I thought they still had the, you like the way I pronounce Wagner? What do you mean?
Wagner.
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 Pronounced like Wagner. Oh, okay. Wow, Wagner. Yeah. Look at it, though. They're getting beated up. Am I seeing... I think that might be it. Yeah, there's people saying you can't stop Iran on Twitter. Iran's unstoppable.
Argentina's the great Shatan, Norway a bust.
You know something that was kind of interesting about the whole war thing that I was looking at for Iran is they somewhat successfully kind of made it a split war where it'd be like, oh, it's the Republicans in America that did this war and all that. And then Iran repeatedly bombed the crap out of its neighbors, and now they're like, everyone's like, okay, why throw? But they're like, okay, we gotta, like everybody, right? Done. Why? Beat up Nico? No, not beat up Nico. Whack their stinky prison. Yep. I'm rooting for the wrong country? Nuh-uh.
They're just gonna keep beating
Not
you
you
up.
too, ASG. Alright, do we have any more data?
I can check,
No!
but as far as conflict goes, there are a few
Why
groups
throw Dawn, please?
elsewhere, kind of minor engagements going on. Hold on, there was a soft team that was deployed.
Ow, my throat. Thank you for
Yeah,
the
in
head pats,
Indonesia,
ASG.
in Papua, there was an American pilot that got shot down and killed by some of the separatist faction, and then
Yeah.
the Indonesian special forces deployed and recovered his body, which we can't
Yeah.
obviously show that.
Yeah, it was not like an American service member, though. It was just like an American pilot.
No.
An American citizen. To be clear. Honestly, why was he landing on a field in the middle of nowhere? That was a little weird.
I believe he was part of the group that does like aid to the tribes in the area.
Oh, okay. Did you see the videos coming out of Moscow? I did. They are getting beat up pretty hard. So is Kyiv, though. They're both beating each other up pretty severely. You can do this all day, please. Please. Wolf said 400K? No. I cannot. Yeah, they're like, that's pretty bad when the oil country can't, have oil. Yeah. Kyiv, what are you, a communist? What do you mean? You're talking about videos from ordinary citizens complaining? I haven't watched too many of those. I saw like one or two. And in one of the videos on the comments, they were like, how come it's all women that are fighting? Where are the guys that are fighting over fuel? And I'm like, just thinking about it. I didn't post on it, but I'm like, they're busy. They're elsewhere. Computer Racer, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the front. And Stu,
Yeah, I don't know anything
welcome.
about the Indonesian Papua New Guinea fucking conflict at all to fucking give
Yeah.
any type of real nuance to it. Other than I know
Yeah.
there are separatist factions and Indonesia now controls the western territories of that island chain of the Dutch Indies. That's about as the extent of what I know.
Okay. Yep. Rusha got the curse of 1,000 Vatniks with Strela. Yeah, I wanted to mention that before. Let me bring up an actual appropriate map for this. Where is it? Ukraine. So
All the Russian men are in Turkey.
when Moscow got hit like a couple weeks ago, or maybe like a month ago, it got hit pretty hard. Russia immediately pulled all their air defense from everywhere to go to Moscow. And I'm like, that is a massive mistake. And turns out it was. Remember, it was about the same time that you saw the Iglas and stuff firing at drones on the highway, and that big tanker blew up from the missile. You remember that?
I love the memes from that. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that time. Like a little bit before then, they moved all their air defense to Moscow. And now the front line, Crimea is getting giga stomped. Did you hear about the naval op?
From what I understood, Russia was using a lot of their sea-based cruise missile systems, and in response, Ukrainians again, the country with no navy was fucking launching swarms at them and scored a few good hits. I don't know if they brought anything down.
No, this is a different naval op, but yeah, it's related to that.
Oh shit.
So, Crimea has been getting starved for a while, just from its logistical areas getting bombed, so supplies can't get in, and there's been massive fuel shortages. So Russia launched this big operation with like 8 oil tankers to go to Crimea, and they hit all the oil tankers with drone strikes. They, being the Ukrainians, hit all the Russian oil tankers, and it was like, whoa. This drone stuff is scary. Yep. Mimic, thank you for the hydrate.
What we saw during one of the NATO exercises that they had last year, and even one earlier this year, they had a bunch of Ukrainian veteran FPV drone operators and other drone units that participate in the NATO exercise, showing like, hey, your country is fucked. Like, you got to adapt to the future of warfare fucking quick.
Mm-hmm.
They were smoking the high majority of the units.
Yeah. It was ridiculous too. Like the NATO units like got hit by the drone unit and they're like, "Oh no, we got to do our combined arms maneuvers." And they did it and ran right into a trap. And it's like, "Bruh."
Mhm.
Like the whole unit got wiped out by like 100 guys or something. It was crazy.
Mhm.
The one man-pad operator trying to lock onto a drone with a huge fire next to it. Yep. Oh, that's right. And then like there was like a traffic guy who was like trying to get the vehicles to stop while they're locking on their drones, and the Russians were just driving through it. It's like, bro, what are you doing?
When you have the self-preservation of a fucking broom, I see why they died human wave tactics.
Yeah. For 14 birds doing sanctions enforcement. Yep. Before all tanks, IFVs get auto turrets with 40mm HE VT shells. You know what? You know what? They're gonna have lasers. Lasers are gonna be here soon.
Yeah, the M3, baby.
Yeah. They're gonna go choo choo, and then no more drone. And then you know what's gonna happen when that comes out is everyone's gonna go, "Oh, it's the end of drones," and it's just gonna be like, "Bruh," you know, bruh.
They're gonna put mirrors on the drones.
Yep. You didn't even consider lasers, right? They're getting close to developing them. Like they were field testing them, and then they went away for some reason. And it's not really, I don't really know why. It's not really clear why they went away, but they were in the field testing stage. He's literally the definition of gravy seal. Yep. Hungry.
I do not think Russia will exist post-war in its current capacity. There is no way.
Yeah.
There's going to be an entire restructuring of the government after this, if they survive. That's kind of the big thing, is if they survive.
Yep.
Because the
Honestly, it might be
repercussions
better
haven't hit Russia
for
just yet.
it might be better for Russia if they don't survive, because like they should have enough strength to deal with Ukraine, and like all of their problems are purely structural. Like purely because of how they do things and they like organize themselves. Predict a
breaking of the
balkanized
Second
Russia?
Union.
Nah, I don't think so.
I mean, there's nothing left to balkanize. Everyone that balkanized or
Yeah.
fucking split from the Union is already their own state.
Everyone who wanted to be on their own already did it. And the remaining people are Russians who are like, wait, we don't want to be bullied by any bigger European power, so they kind of stick together. Like, they're Russians. Of course they're going to stick together. In that degree. In another sense, it's like... It's like a weird duality.
I'm genuinely curious. That's what's going to happen to fucking Stalingrad.
Yep.
I'm sorry,
Where is that?
Kaliningrad. I'm very curious what's going to happen.
Right? That's the one that might balkanize, actually.
That's
might
open
split
for
off
fucking
and do
territory right
something.
there.
They are Russian, though. They're like, we're Russian. We want to be Russian.
Yeah, they're Russian.
Woof!
But as we know from some of our friends that live there, they're kind of starved out right now.
Yeah. Nico of the internet, what is the news? War! Attacking Chernobyl with infantry was very special. They even tried to dig in. They tried to dig into Chernobyl. That was, they lost a couple units doing that. Like, they didn't even get shot at. They just got sick.
Nico,
I remember that.
I guess the real big one is waiting to see what Belarus does.
Yeah.
Because they had done a build-up on their border recently.
Yep. There was supposed to be some sort of ground incursion, like
a month ago?
A day ago? Recently? Pretty, like, now? But like, where is it? Yeah, right here. It's like, what's going on with that? Yeah. They're supposed to like send troops into Poland or something as a provocation. What about the
I don't think they have the
Chechens though?
balls to do that. Dude, the
The
fucking Polish are foaming at the mouth for that to happen.
Yeah. Belarus will do nothing. True. They were feeding targeting data, and then they got threatened, and they stopped. I don't know if they're still doing it. I think they started it again. They might have stopped again. The Chechens are too tiny to break off. If you know, they're like 1 million of them, maybe less, and it's like surrounded by Russians, so probably not. Where's Chechnya? It's around here somewhere.
A little bit more to the south.
Somewhere around here. Belarus are not willingly entering Poland openly. Yep. I don't think it would be like too many dudes. It would just be like a squad of guys at most.
Like a skirmish force.
Just a couple. Yeah. And then they'd
Even
be
then,
like, "Oh, we got lost and run away."
I think the Polish would smoke them either way and use that. They really want to fucking get in there.
Yeah. South District near Dagestan. Ah. Okay. A little squad doing the test. Yep, exactly. But Commissar, I do not want to do the fuck around. Too bad.
You're going to find out either way.
Yep.
God, can you imagine? Like these, I mean, Nico, this is kind of the thing, because we look at, as analysts, we look at MLCOAs, we look at most dangerous course of action. These guys don't do either. They do the dumbest courses of action possible.
Yeah, it actually catches me off guard just sometimes, where it's just like,
it's like, oh, this is the most effective thing they could do. This is the most dangerous thing they could do. This is what least likely they can do because it's not feasible. And they'll go like, we'll take that option, but we'll make it dumber, worse, and we'll commit too many forces to it to support. So it makes me think we can't put it past the Belarusians, even though we know they're pussies. We can't put it past them not to attack Poland because these guys are kind of fucking dumb. And could you imagine being that 1st battalion or fucking brigade into Poland, knowing that Poland is foaming at the fucking tip? They are frothing at the fucking idea.
Yep.
It just doesn't sit well.
It's just like, bruh, what are you doing over here? All right, let me look at the report. What's the latest report they have for Ukraine? There it is. Yeah, the large-scale missile and drone strike. I think we did talk about that. They blowed each other up pretty badly. Yeah. Let's see. And that was a couple days ago. Yep, they're hitting oil refineries and really, really far away. Like.
Oh yeah, the Ukrainians are also hitting a lot of their
unthought of
power stations.
Even 3 years ago, hitting a target that far away, nobody was even considering that as like an option. Right? I remember when they had let me go back to it. They had this thing going on, and they're like, oh, the bridge here is too far away, we can't hit it. And it actually, not even here, they couldn't hit things here, so hitting this bridge was not important because they had this whole road. And it's like, now they're hitting targets over 2,000 kilometers away. It's ridiculous. It's like 200 kilometers is too far.
Infiltration team with drones. That's the only feasible way they can hit something.
They have the new drones, the flamingos and stuff.
I mean, even then, 2,500 kilometers is fucking insane.
Exactly. Yeah, right? And it's hitting a target that's just not moving, so it just needs to be like a plane that flies. Because they moved all their air defense to Moscow. There's not really a whole lot in between, so they just go. 250 is like ICBM ranges. Yeah, but it's just drones now. They just fly with like a motor, and they just go brrr all the way.
It's still fucking wild
It's
to me.
really ridiculous.
At that point, you're looking at pathing circles.
Yep. Air defense barely exists outside of large
Unironically, the
cities.
Ace Combat
Exactly.
don't get detected missions. That's what the drones are doing now on their own.
Yep.
New level of warfare. Just don't give the fucking drones harms.
Oh no. 250. What do they use? I don't know. Let's see if we can find out. Maybe they'll say. They hit the 26th Missile Brigade. Doesn't say what drone they used. Let me look.
Oh, the Russian new fucking strike missiles. It's literally just the V1s but updated.
Yep.
I thought that was pretty funny.
Yep. Hey, is there Vicky 3? Vicky 3 is not yet. Let me look up what day it's gonna be. That is going to be the 12th at noon. So Sunday. Sunday's Vicky. Sunday's Vicky
I'll
Day,
be sure.
Livingston.
Just because it's you, I'll be sure to have Vicky 3 installed.
Yippee! Chiggy's conscripted. You did it, Livingston. You conscripted Chiggy. Congrats. Look at
Elf and I are
we're
gonna play Vicky 3 off stream, and then we'll talk about Vicky on stream after. There you go. That's as much as you get, Livingston.
Ah. The V1 design is really good. Third party? No. Yeah. 29 ballistic missiles hit 34 locations. Yeah, it was pretty bad with the ballistic missiles. Like, almost all of them got through.
I mean...
And hit Ukraine. That was pretty bleak.
The thing with the fucking intermediate range ballistic missiles is what the fuck do you do to intercept them? Like, the high-level interceptors... There's only a finite number of fucking interceptors you can throw at it. And even then, you're throwing multiple interceptors at them per missile.
Was pretty bad. Yeah.
At that point, that becomes a production problem for the U.S.
Yep.
Hint, Raytheon, get to work.
Oh, yep. They purposely timed it to do the NATO summit, so... Yep. There was something about some production or something. I don't remember. Land in his region, pretty close by. Yee! I hope he's okay.
Yeah, that's scary.
If it's close, that means it wasn't... Yeah. Okay.
I mean, still, to see a fucking ballistic missile come at me, knowing, or not knowing even, if it could be a nuke or not, is, pretty fucking horrified.
Russia is engaging in increasingly risky kinetic behaviors against NATO member states as part of its Phase 0 condition setting campaign. Honestly, a lot of these countries, their policy is just threaten, and it's like, how have you made it as far as you have? Especially Russia, where it's like, you'd have thought they'd figured out by now, hey, this type of diplomacy doesn't really work. I don't know.
It's a lot of chest beating.
Yeah, exactly.
We are Russian. We are strong. We can carry the war. We are super strong. Look at our missiles. No, do not look at our horrendous casualty rate. No. You need to quit.
That's the thing. I talked to some Russians. They don't even care about the casualty rate. They just are like, yeah, we didn't want them anyways. And it's like, what? That's such... you feel like it's cope, but they actually don't care about him at all, and it's like, what? It's kind of jarring and a little bit baffling.
Losing 2 generations of men
Rayon
is not
equals
enough,
district.
Nico.
Ah, okay.
Apparently, they just don't care.
Yeah.
You know, even though they've never recovered from the horrendous losses that they suffered during World War II.
Joe Biden, thank you for
Their
the
population never
I think that's a
recovered
YouTube
properly.
sub. Welcome to the front. Hello, hello.
But it's okay. We're just gonna keep throwing fucking meat waves at them.
Mm-hmm. Russia uses a strategy of utilizing expendables. Right, like it's like you don't have that many expendables, even if as Russia, and they're like, yeah, we do. He's right there. What? You don't have 1 million expendable people. That's not how that works. That was a Maoist doctrine's opinion on nuclear war in World War III. They were actually like, LOL, bet. Yeah. Coerced into signing contract are foreigners from Africa. They constantly have a supply. Yeah.
Yeah, the
It's just
African one
how
is
you
kind of
view.
fucked.
Yep.
But Nico, earlier this week, the Ukraine Foreign Legion and the Ukrainian military itself announced that they are going to have open contracts for
Oh.
work. So
Oh.
you go to Ukraine, depending on your position and job, like drone operator, frontline guy, support role,
Ooh.
whatever you sign your contract to be, they'll pay you. So it's basically they've
Mm.
established their mercenary corps, their actual mercenary corps now.
Ooh.
Yes, it doesn't. Yeah, the Legion doesn't exist anymore. Technically, it's their actual
Okay.
mercenary corps, where they're very much what's the word? They're paying very handsomely, depending where you're from,
Money.
because they're treating it like regular PMC stuff. Which,
Mm-hmm.
from what I understand and from what I was offered, uh, up to $12,000 a month.
12,000?
12,000 a month, which, honest to me, it doesn't sound too bad if I really didn't have a job that already paid that or more.
Oh, okay.
But what gets my mind going
Mm.
is if it's based off of where you're from and your position.
Uh,
Nico, what is a region of the world that would do anything for $100, yet alone 1,000 a month?
India.
Third world territories. You're absolutely right.
Yep.
So if they know they're going to fight, but they know they're going to get the money, that's a practically a fucking. I mean, that's a war economy. That's exactly what that is.
Yeah.
A forever war built off of mercenaries.
If they're paying more, then I'm
Risk
going to be pissed.
pay varies
True.
depending on risk of the job. Yeah, risk of the job and where you're from.
Mm-hmm. They even do it to a minority group. Yeah. The thing is, like, it's like, oh yeah, they're expendable, but you'd think you'd like get the most out of your resource, and they're like going for the minimum return on their resource. That's what I'm talking about. Ukraine is probably only taking vets where Russia is taking everyone. Yeah.
No, that's exactly what I mean. Yeah.
Most new folks from abroad have no prior experience. Even experienced guys, like I think special forces guys were like, yeah, they kind of understood it, but like there were some volunteers that were like, oh yeah, they're a veteran from Afghanistan, and it's like this is a whole different type of war, and they were
Yeah, it's a
like,
whole
oh,
different war.
when they got there, they were like, oh, this is way different.
I mean, I told you about my buddies when they originally got there for the extraction contract to pull out VIPs and people like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some of them did great. Some of them got caught in strikes.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. It's very, very, very much is unfortunate.
Yeah.
And these dudes were shit. One was a Green Beret that I knew, and the other was a fucking SEAL I used to party with in Bahrain. They both fucking died. It's a completely different environment.
Yeah. I saw a video where there was an American volunteer and they're having a bit of a language issue. And the guy was screaming at him in Finnish because he was a Finnish volunteer. And they were like, "What's going on?" And they were fighting a BMP. Was what it turned out. And then they did okay in that situation. But it's like the American guy was not used to it. He was from Afghanistan. And he was like, "We're fighting armor? What are you talking about?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think his channel is Civ 5 or I forgot what it was, but it was an American volunteer who goes to Ukraine, and he's been like 3 or 4 fucking times to Ukraine on the front lines already.
Yeah.
Dude is nuts. Dude is fucking nuts.
Yeah. I saw one of his last videos where he's like, he's not going to Ukraine anymore because he's like, yeah, he got pneumonia and then it messed him up, so he can't fight anymore. And it's like, oh, okay.
I mean, he did
Attrition
a
comes in
lot
all
more than his
forms.
part.
Yeah.
Yeah. He definitely did his part.
Let's see, chat. It'll most likely strengthen stability in Russia, whether they win or lose. I mean, true, but hopefully it's like, it's whether it's stability under the current regime or not. The current regime is kind of messed up, so we don't want that. We want we want new people. Hopefully they'll be better, right? It's hard to be much worse.
Definitely hard to be worse. I think they would have to actively try to be worse now.
Yep. You're going from driving around in Humvees and H-Reps to being stuck in a soggy, moldy trench for months. Yep, exactly. And it's cold, too. And you're like, no, I was complaining when it was too hot.
Yeah, that was me.
Yep. Near Pier is no fun.
What do you mean it feels like
Well,
145 degrees outside? That's impossible.
talking about
Steps
Hobbit?
outside.
Oh, okay, it was Hobbit? Okay. You know some people who are who are still active. Wow. Maybe they'll get a nice little vacation soon. They'll be like, the war will be over. Right?
Seriously, hopefully,
Right?
man. I definitely feel for them.
Mm-hmm. Screaming in the Humvee turret? No, this was a different guy. Not the one in the Humvee turret. That one was pretty funny, too. He's all, I need 50 cal ammo, and they just keep handing him more like the 18-4s, and he's just like, all right. That was some early war
he kept
stuff.
shooting them. Yeah, he
Yeah.
kept just fucking shooting the AT4s over and over again.
Yep, I like how you can tell what stage of the war it is based on what the troops are doing. Like, in the early war, you would see them firing ATGMs at infantry, and now you don't see that anymore. They gotta save ammo. They're like, nope, we're not doing that anymore. Russia
First
Ultra.
Legion Bravo, he says.
Yep, that would be pretty bad, Sangrin. Yep. Did you see the Wagner Africa Court? We did hear about that, Stu. They heard one Hind and like 10, at least 10 vehicles got blown up in Africa. The person who uploaded
Everywhere
the
Russians
BMT
fight, they just lose.
Yeah.
We should take that as a sign. We should just roll them over by the time they're weak from this.
Yeah. Hey, Gunther. What's up? First Legion Bravo. Yep. You know what? We were kind of tracking, I can't remember what unit it was. We were tracking a unit in Ukraine for a while, and then we kind of stopped. Maybe we should do that again. Just keep track of one of the units. One of the brigades.
I mean, it shouldn't be too hard to see who's up front right now.
Yeah.
They legit have Instagrams and fucking signal chats.
Yeah, on Telegram. They're like, look, we are fighting in, Pokrovsk. Because the unit we were tracking, where were they fighting? They were fighting at Volodar, and then they were fighting basically there the whole time, and like moving backwards. They that was the unit that blew up the BMPT. I was like, whoa. Do you remember that?
I do.
Yeah. Where is it? Because they're on the southern flank somewhere. I can't find Volodar. It was somewhere around here.
Have the Russians been making any significant gains in the past year? Because I know they got their shit pushed in a few months ago when the whole fucking communications issue happened.
Yes. But, like, depends on what you mean by significant. Like, you can see in Armchair, they've been capturing some areas here. Like, slivers. They're salami slicing their way, month to month. Beyond, that's one of the issues, though, is, where is it? I can't even remember where it is. It's been so long. Hold on, let me look at something real quick. I gotta find it. Google. I hate Brave browser. It keeps messing me up. You got an alert? Are you sure to say, yep, there's been a Terminator? That was a long time ago that they did the Terminator kill. That was like years ago. That was during Bakhmut.
Dude, that entire fucking area was nuts during its peak time.
Oh yeah, and Toresk. You remember Toresk? That was years ago. Look at how far they made it. I'm surprised you missed that. Yeah, it was a long, long time ago. And it was at Volodar that it got blown up, which is right here, I think? Yeah, it was right here. Yeah, this is where it happened. I remember this now. Right here. Yep, so the unit was fighting there the whole time, and then now they've made it. So this is like years and years of gains. But yeah. Can I draw an arrow? So they made it 50 clicks. And back. Welcome back, Noah. Welcome back, Don. Yeah, and then Bakhmut is... Where's Bakhmut? It's north of Donetsk,
is to
right?
the east. Yeah.
Chesy VR? They haven't moved off of Chesy VR? Holy moly.
Also, no one else can see your screen right now.
Oh. Sorry. Look at this. They're starting to beat Konstantinivka. That was so long ago. Yeah, they're... See, look at this. There's Bakhmut. They made it 20 clicks off of Bakhmut.
That's it? Holy fuck.
Yeah. God.
Talk about minimum fucking games.
Yep.
No, we're using live map solely for the fact it's ease of access for something up front.
Yeah.
There's plenty of sites out there now that we use.
Yeah. This site's generally about a month out of date, but, you know, it's not too different. Hence the problem with, you know, Russia's offensive. Yeah, Bakhmut was in 2022. Jeez, that's been 4 years of progress. Deep state is just as easy. Oh, I forgot about deep state. It's just when I type it into the chat, it shows up first, so I always click on it. Into the URL bar. Let's go to deep state. There was one that had all the units. I think deep state might be a little bit out of
There was
date
the
too.
one
I
that I
like the one with
sent
the
you
units.
that had. There was the one that I sent you that had the fucking the frequency tracker as well.
Yeah. 2022 was 4 years ago. Yep. Old. Snow Maverick, welcome to the front. Andrew said it's just as easy. Ah. Infiltration zone. Yeah. It's good as a general thing. We're not going to have perfect information. It's good enough for what we're doing.
It's also good enough for viewer digestion because once you start
Yeah.
getting into the realm that Nico and I were a part of, I mean, at that point, you're just doing actual analytical work.
Yeah. That's hard. That took too long. I stopped doing that.
Yeah.
All right. Any more Iran news? Let me look. I think the strikes were just a limited little poke. No way.
What happened?
You remember that VTuber we were talking about?
Yeah.
About the sports games? Sorry, we're going to sidetrack a little bit, guys.
What the fuck did she do now? I swear, did she start rooting for Colombia?
She did. And then
Is
Colombia
Colombia
lost.
losing?
Colombia lost.
Dude. Oh my god.
There's no way. There's no way. Colombia was supposed to win.
She really is the black stain.
There's no way.
Nico, we need a
This
tracker
has to be
for who
fake
she goes
news,
for
right?
next. No, she posted it before the game.
Versus Switzerland. Yeah, but the game 4-3 after penalties, Switzerland won.
Damn.
Is that really how it works? I'm not too certain on how it works. It says 0-0. I'm gonna Google it. I don't know how the score works.
So they went 0-0 all the way to the end of the match, and then they went into penalties.
Yeah, and then Switzerland won. No way, bro. Actually cursed. Look at this. Look at this git.
So what I'm understanding is
Okay.
the next time she posts a jersey, I'm going to go down to the Caesar's Palace, and I'm going to put a $10,000 bet on the other team.
Yep.
Bet.
Exactly.
Bet.
Ah, thank you for the head pats, Neon. Paint the whole map gray and then you have the real control. Exactly. Hip pets. Yeah. Hip pets. Alright, let me double check because that's crazy. Alright, I'm also going to check for Iran news. That might be it for today. Wow. Don, thank you for the head pats. Ah. I told you to get out. No. Yeah. Okay, that looks like it's it for Iran. Okay.
Okay. Well, that looks like that's it for Iran. Nico says he doesn't want to see him anymore.
Yep. They gotta go.
Sanguine, you bet $30. I bet it. Oh man. Oh.
Yeah,
I
that
bet
game
damn
was
near
rough.
$1,000. That was rough. Very rough.
Like,
sad day for Cappy.
I don't even play soccer, and I'm like, bruh, what are they doing? I'm you have to kick the ball at the net, you know? Just kick the ball at the net at least a couple times. Just try.
Lols and 20 Gs.
You can't score if you're not trying.
Get fucked. I hope you lose more.
No. Should have been an easy win. That's the thing, Sangreen. It was an easy win. Just not the way you thought.
It's just because she put on the jersey.
Yep.
That's all it is.
Yep. Okay.
And that's it for it.
Alright. Yep. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and raid Vesner. They're playing Cyberpunk 2027. And my
Whoa.
next stream is gonna be tomorrow. We're gonna be playing War Thunder with Sashi and Tappy. So look forward to that. And
I thought you said
yeah.
Cappy. I was like, no. No,
Tappy.
Daniel Tappy.
You can play too.
No.
I think there's a sale on tanks. We can get you an
Oh my
Abram.
god, your notifications. That fucking post went off, Nico. That
Yeah.
post went off, Nico.
A whole ass red card revoked for nothing, right? Okay. Alright. Time to go. Thanks for stopping by, everyone. Have a good week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.